that dust. Yeah, that was the thumbnail. I've been busting my butt trying to get this place in some semblance of order ever since I had the construction contractor in here. You can see the patch job on the ceiling. I mean, this whole house is so bad, though. Oh, we had one person waiting, and it went from one person waiting. Oh, it doesn't show them, but then it shows me Resort Dog right there. What up, Resort Dog? How you doing, man? So it looks bad, but it's better than it was because I don't have a gaping hole there, and now there's not, you know, stuff flying out. And I had some stuff tarped off when that guy was fixing this stuff, but man, not enough. I've had to rewash everything while moving because all my dishes used to be out here. But now I have a kitchen that does not have disgustingness underneath of it. Looks like a regular old kitchen. And although the contractor put this here and this here, and so I spent all day yesterday separating those cabinets and then flipping it around to be the way it should be, which is, you know, oven, countertop, fridge, not oven, fridge, countertop. So, yeah, I've been busting my butt to get this whole area clean and start vacuuming up all the dust and get all that out of here and start getting back to work because I tell you what, it put me behind, man. I am behind on everything now. And I do not want to do another complaining video. I had enough people, well, one major person, leave a big long comment about that. And I agree. Unfortunately, that's the way things seem to be right now. And I always get the when are you going rock hounding question. And as soon as I possibly can. Unfortunately, right now, I can't quite afford it. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm doing what I can to get there. Let's hope I make it and I don't end up back at a dead-end job because I tell you what, there are times I think about it because there's security. There's security in that. So look at all the room. Yeah, I'm not quite done cleaning up because this is just this area and I've just started to move into the kitchen. So by moving into the kitchen, I've been able to get my dishes off of cabinetry, off of shelves and stuff that were out here. But in doing that, I need to clean all of that stuff. And that's what I've been doing dishes and I still have stuff to do. And I still have boxes on the floor of dishes to do that have dust all over them and stuff like that. But it's way better. I'm right around the corner, man. I'm right around the corner from being able to put out consistent content. I've decided I don't care what the content is going to be. I'm going to put out some sort of content. I'm going to try and get to daily uploads. I don't want to do all that from the phone. I am live streaming from the phone right now. Here's my main office. Here's the place I want to be cutting stones and live streaming from. And I'm not there yet because of the construction going on in the house. And I'm hoping to get there this week and start pumping out videos this week and not just a live stream. I want to do a live stream once a week and I want to give you guys some other content throughout the week because like the situation with the dog I had last week, I keep running into interesting situations in my life because it's one chase after another. I'm out chasing things, trying to make, you know, a living and get off the ground legitimately from zero basically. And I'm not recording all of that because I don't have the battery capacity and it's sort of hard to record all that with a phone and be like, hey man, stop for a second, let me pull my phone out. Whereas if I have a chest piece with a GoPro on there and I can just hit the button and start recording things like a body camera, it's much better. So I plan on going that way. A little bit of money, but I got stuff to sell. I'm going to get there real soon. Real soon. So let me turn this around. I can see what you guys have been saying. Oh, before I see what you guys have been saying, Felix, Sheba, do you want to come play? Come here. Now I can see what you guys are saying, or have been saying. Hi, Margaret. Yo, what's up, Rock Dad? IVR. Thank you. I'm not sure what you were saying good job to, but appreciate it. I'd go to Deer Creek or Topaz Mountain. Going vertical is the cure. Uh, Nice shot of the carpet, right? My garbage ass carpet. It was like that when I moved in. Going vertical is the cure. If you mean getting up in a mountain and getting out in the deserts and digging for gems and minerals, boy, I am with you. I want to do that. It's just that the whole time I was doing that before, um, I never knew if I was going to make it from point A to point B. And I was constantly relying on my wife to help me out. And neither of us are in that scenario right now. Like, I can't rely on her to help pay for things. And so in order to get there, I got to get there. And I'm not trying to go straight out the gate and begging off of my viewers either. I'm not there yet either. We'll get there once I'm pumping out consistent content and I can actually make some promises and come through with them. Because right now, I can't even take the time to do things that I want to do for people and actually get them accomplished in 2 weeks when I say I'm going to get it done in a week. So, you know, I'm at that stage right now, and that's not a good stage to be at. Yes, one step at a time. Amy is right. So, I don't really have any content for you guys this week except for what I was just talking about, what's been going on. I do have some cats that fly, though. I got one cat, he flies. Like, he gets up, boy. The cat flies. And I mean, up until the point where I was actually started to record this, I've been running around doing stuff around the house, just trying to get it to where I can start pumping out listings online. Because all of this stuff in these bags, most of this is clothing that needs to go up. These things I've already listed, but most of this, all these clothing. I have 3 or 4 other bags inside of my bus that have clothing that I need to list, and then most of this stuff throughout here is probably, you know, 100 or more listings that I need to make of items that I acquired for like $3 down to $1 that will sell anywhere from $6 usually to $20 or $30. But I have to get all that stuff up, and I have been slacking on that this last week because of all this stuff. So that's where I'm with that. I got kitties to do. I got rocks to cut. In order to cut rocks and get some videos about rocks, I got to finish getting this place organized. Can't cut anything with that the way it is right now. I'm looking for a cat toy. Chuck P, what's up, man? How's it going, Josh? How's it going? Here's the one I'm looking for. It doesn't have the bell on it, but it does get the cat to come running. Flying Felix. Oh, see, he already sees it. Oh, is that gonna work? I don't think that's gonna work. I thought that was gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work. That'll work for a minute. Get off of it, using your body weight. Get off. Jump for the people, Felix. Jump. Jump for the people, Felix. Jump for the people, Felix. There you go. Get that air, boy. Like a half pipe. I love it. Ooh, that was loud. We just had a big explosion outside somewhere. So yeah, for content right now, I'm playing with a cat. But my cat can fly. See, I told you he could fly. Right? Cat videos always work. I figured it was better than a whole, I'm busting my butt to get there, guys. Bye. Cat videos do work, right? It's very entertaining to me, and I see it all the time. Not so much this week, though, to tell you the truth. Like, they've been deprived of this week, once again, because of construction. But if you've ever had contractors in your house, you know how that goes. Sorry, I'm watching him fly. I actually added Diamantina listing to my Etsy store. I don't even know what that mineral is. Chuck P says, you still cooking? I'm not sure what you mean by cooking. If you mean like, am I still cooking? Oh, am I still cooking at that? No, I've been buying and selling, Chuck. That's what the whole beginning of this is, and that's what all this stuff is. Over here is all stuff that I'm buying and selling. I have like 300 listings in my eBay store, and I wanted to get to selling on Amazon, but I'm really insecure about doing that because I've been hearing about how many items are gated. And gated is where they make it to where the only people that can sell that product are people that are buying it from a legitimate distributor, like locating it from a liquidation house and salvage auctions and stuff like that doesn't work. That's what that means. Angel says she loves Kitty TV. Nice. Margaret's been watching Siberian Husky videos lately. Brazilian quartz points. Cool. That's a better explanation. I didn't understand what you'd meant before. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, man? Robert Bedford says, when you get the time and you're in Florida, you can go a few minutes away and rock hound. And the reason Robert says that is because there's rock hounding just a few minutes from everywhere in Florida. Maybe if we were in Arizona, like, no, it's just not accurate. And that would depend too, because I don't have a driver's license right now. So no license means no ability to go rock hounding deep in any sort of deserts. It's a big sort of mood killer when it comes to getting out in the bus and stuff like that, man. Resort Dog had to boycott Amazon after they deleted Parler. I remember hearing something about that. I don't know what that actually is, though. What Parler is, I don't really care. Amazon does have higher fees, yet what I have noticed in my selling on eBay is there is a lot of stuff on Amazon. There is a lot of stuff on Amazon that sells for much higher than it sells for on eBay. On eBay, the same item will sometimes sell for even 80% less than what it'll sell for on Amazon. For instance, I have some filters that I purchased for a very inexpensive price, and when I purchased them, I had just looked up the Amazon price, and the Amazon price with free shipping was $98 per filter, and there's 3 filters in the box. Then when I look up the filters on eBay, they're $20 per filter. So he's too quick for me, and I've got it on elastic every time it goes down. I want to get them a cat wheel, but I can't really do that until I put this motor bicycle together and then sell it. It's a great looking one. I just need to put the motor on it and sell it. I keep having people offering me like less than the price I actually paid for the motor originally to sell the damn thing, and I'm not willing to do that. Once I put it together, though, I'll just take it down to the flea market or something like that. I'll move it fast. Josh Jacobs has a cat. His name is Noodles. Hey, I should use this as a sales pitch. You got cats? Have you guys seen these cat bowls? I'm sure on Facebook you guys have seen like the tilting cat bowls that are like this and everything. And that's all good and fine and dandy. But have you seen these? These cat bowls are the bee's knees, man. Magnetic. So you just go ahead and take that, and if this gets a little bit dirty, you can just wipe it off or something like that. And then here's the bowl, and then it's magnetic, and you can just tilt it at what direction, and it's right at the height for them. I love these things right here. I love them so much that at the liquidation center, they were down to $3 a piece, and I bought every single one, and I'm going to be listing them tomorrow in my eBay store. I think I have like 10 or 12. I might have more. There's a few in there. Yeah, but those things are awesome. They sell for like 16 bucks on eBay from China. So I figure I'm gonna match the price and put US seller, and I'll probably sell them pretty fast. So Uggbox, UGGBOX. That's the name of the eBay store. Thank you very much, Amy. I appreciate that. Amy's like, keep playing with the kitties. Cat lives matter, damn it. Bad joke. Not only hounding in the desert, finding a lot right here, there in Florida from fossils, chert, Lyle Pulse CC. See, this is where he has a much better knowledge of minerals than I do, that's for sure. Angel's cats like to sit in their bowls. Not my cats. My cats are on the whole escape route thing. My cat Felix right here has figured out that if I'm not paying attention, he can get out the door, and then he doesn't come back until it's late at night, having me all super worried about him. I don't even have a collar on him yet, which is me being dumb. Yep, kitty content. Just for this week, though. Don't be lazy. Get up and fly. Get up and fly. See, the trick is to get a cat to get up is they got to make it to where they can't see the thing. See, once they can't see it, they're like, oh my God, where is it? Oh, it can't be unattended. He's so quick. Woo, flying Sheba. Sheba got up a little bit. She's so funny. If you see her get up just right, she has little Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. Her front legs are tiny. She has tiny little front legs. Yeah, I really wanted to keep, what was I calling him again? That dog, his name was Primo, by the way. That's what his real name ended up being. Found his owner. I do absolutely believe the guy I was messaging with was his owner, but I wasn't convinced that his owner wasn't the person that wasn't like starving him and leaving him out back. Then after talking with him for a while, I was convinced that it was his owner, and called animal control to come and get the dog, and they pretty much told me they were too busy. And then about an hour later, I had animal control show up at my house to pick up the dog, treating me as if I was the guy that stole the dog. So that was how Primo went back to his owner, which is sort of a crappy way for it to happen, but I hope he doesn't lose his dog again, because that was a really cool dog. Don't you want to fly, kitty? And next week, we're going to have kangaroos. All right. I'm done playing with the cats for 5 minutes worth of content. Although, for real, I haven't played with them like this for at least a few days. So the house has just been too much of a mess. What have you guys been talking about? We gained a couple of people here. I'm totally surprised that we have 12 here. Thank you, 12 people. Really appreciate that. And all the other people that ended up seeing it, thank you for checking in. Really appreciate that. Josh says, what's in your eBay listing? You must, yeah. Oh, what? I will show you the eBay listing. Angel said, you must miss having your dog. Yes, he reminded me of my Chloe. Big time. He had a lot of mannerisms there that were very much like her. You know, at the same time, the connection wasn't there, but, you know, realizing when I found his owner that I had to give him back, I definitely had a real good cry about that. And it wasn't about him, though. It was just about what I'd lost in my friend, you know. I really miss her. I still miss her all the time. Like, I break up about her all the time. But I break up about her all the time because I blame myself for her. So, yeah, I miss her. Anyways, I was going to show you some of this other stuff. So this is some of the stuff I have in some of my listings, right? Those boxes up there are these Stella Artois glasses, and they're really awesome. I'm selling sets of 6 of these for $20 plus the price of shipping. They were much more than that when they first came out. They're beer chalices. They're limited edition. I actually only have a few of these left. I wish I would have bought way more of them when they were available. I wasn't sure if I was doing the right thing. I should have purchased a lot more. I got a board game back there that just sold, Dead of Winter. I have some other Star Wars card game, collectible card game stuff. Some of these I've listed. That one and a set I plan on putting together I haven't listed yet. I have all kinds of stuff. Baby kids toys to latex pillows to the Nespresso used machine just sold. I mean, lights, car parts, heating cable to have a heated floor inside your house, a $250 rain shower and handle, books, clothes, laser tag, massagers, catalytic converters, a football, Lord of the Rings chess set. That's what I'm selling. And rocks. When I'm going through it all like that, I find it extremely funny. Basically, I'm selling anything I can get my hands on cheap that I think somebody will buy, so that I don't have to work a $12.95 an hour, a $12.85 an hour job. You know, it has some bonuses, and every now and then I might make $13, $14 an hour. When they're telling me that there's no chance of me getting higher than that because I have a record, like because of my record, there's no chance I could ever get higher. It's just, and that's not what made me not want to work there, though. What made me not want to work there was 2 things. One, their COVID care, they didn't give a shit. There was like no bleach put in any of the stuff there was supposed to be bleach put in. And they were like, oh, we put a capful in. And they have these parts per million strips that they're supposed to use. And anytime I ever test that stuff, it was never right. I was the only person that was doing it right. And that got extremely aggravating that I was the only person that actually cared about any of this stuff, to the point of it being really gross, and we're in a food industry. The other thing was constant disrespect. I had these people talking to me extremely badly, and they were women, and I felt like completely hamstrung on even what I could say back, while they are basically saying lies and making stuff up and basically assassinating my character on the floor in front of customers. And didn't even know what to do. And this happened so many times that I was just done with it. I talked to the manager, I talked to the general manager, I talked to all these people, and I had a great relationship with everybody at the other store. But this store, I'd had enough. I'd had enough, and I'd started making money doing this because I was doing this on the side. So at that point, a fucking old street kid hustler Dave kicked in and was like, fuck you, I can make $400 on my own a week. Like, I don't need to kill myself for you to make $400 a week. I can go kill myself for me and make $400 a week. And that's what I thought. I'm barely doing it. But I have plans, and I'm not ready to give up yet. Where on eBay can I find your stuff? There's a link. I should have a link inside the bio and stuff like that, but I haven't gotten that far yet. And I specifically I watch other eBayers when I'm doing stuff, and I have seen them say, you know, don't give your link out just so people can go and look, like, because then it makes it to where the more looking and not buying, then it messes with the eBay algorithm, because everything's an algorithm now, you know, like everything's an algorithm. Let's see, how did I do this last time? Well, my store name is Uggbox, and my username is Uggbox_sales. Well, I plugged my phone in and it started working again. So that might have been what it was. It might have been that my phone was dying. So it's a good thing I walked in here to the office. For some reason, they made this difficult. This used to be at the top right next to your name. You used to be able to just copy your link to share it, and now you have to like go in someplace. It's stupid, because I mean, I can access everything except for an easy share button for my own items. Yeah, but right now I have like 300 items, and I have like another 300 to list that are clothes and stuff like that, mainly clothes. And I really have to get on listing those damn clothes. Also, the pet things, the pet bowls. I need to start listing the pet bowls too, because I heavily invested into those when I could. Heavily is not, trust me, it's not really heavy. It's just chump change, but from nothing to something is not easy. I don't know what else to say, guys. I mean, I sell some stuff on Facebook Marketplace too. That's what I'm doing right now. I should be over here doing this stuff. Getting it ready. We're going to be there soon. One of the people I promised to send some fire agate to is asking me to send him tumbled stuff. So if he sees this video, that's not possible, bro. That would take me weeks to do. I'm not going to do that. I am going to window a few pieces and then send you some pieces that are windowed along with some pieces that are not windowed. And when I say windowed, I don't mean like windowing them down to where you can see every color, because that just ruins a stone. I mean just windowing to prove there's color in there, and then shipping those so that you can carve down and you can find out where the color is, because that's the proper way to do that sort of stuff, so you don't lose any of it. Chuck P says, look for wholesalers for Amazon. Yeah, I'm sort of in a rat race at the moment that I believe I can get ahead of. I just need a couple of good decisions and a couple of breaks. I've had a couple of bad breaks recently that are not really my fault. and I could either deal with the breaks by letting what happened happen and not make it worse, or make it worse because I was the one being screwed and possibly jeopardize my opportunities. So unlike me, I didn't do that. You know, I just allowed myself to be burnt in front of a whole bunch of people with a whole bunch of other people going, "Oh, that's wrong." Um, but my opportunities aren't burnt at that place. Being that I'm on a bicycle or I'm Ubering everywhere right now, man, it makes everything 1,000 times more difficult. Everything. And I don't just mean when it comes to business, I mean when it comes to living. Like, because if I want to go and do my laundry right now, I don't have a dryer here or I have a washer in the bus, but I haven't started using it, but there's no dryer here. So I have to go take my laundry down to the laundromat, 2.5 miles on a bicycle with a bike trailer. When I go and get water, because I can't drink water from a tap here. I'm in Oregon, boy. The water here in Florida, yeah. It's 3 miles and there's a big hill. So the same thing with buying food. So it's like, it doesn't matter what I do. It's not that it's a bike ride. It's that it makes everything a half a day. Going to get laundry, do my laundry is a half a day. Going to get food is a half a day. Going to do this is a half a day. Going to do that is a half a day. Everything's a half a day. Whereas usually it'd be like an hour, you know. Have you thought about starting a blog about gemstones, at least until you can get your bus going, if you're still interested in doing that? Angels Sabile says, yes, not so much a blog, but I would like to get back to doing the podcast I had started working on. I really did enjoy that. I really liked having conversations with people that know a lot more than me about that stuff, and I think there's a lot of people that I can talk to. Um, that is what I want to include in what I'm doing, and get that back on the table while I'm here. I also I'm also going to start doing videos that have nothing to do with rocks, that are just about my daily do in order to get to the bus and get it done, in order to get to the videos of making of digging for gemstones and carving fire agate and all that stuff. So I'm producing content, and so that the content is producing revenue, so that it keeps me doing that and doesn't get me back to where I'm like, oh God, I have to. Because I mean, on a weekly basis, I have at least 1 or 2 days of depressive hours where I'm thinking, oh my God, I made a horrible decision. I should still be working at Waffle House. Like, what am I doing? I'm investing every penny I have in hopes that I'm going to have enough in order to pay the bills. And like, I mentally screw myself, constantly because I believe I can do it. But in the moments I question if I can do it, I really upset myself about it. So, Chuck P. returns are as high as 30% in the last year on Amazon. Saw on the news. Amazon has amazing stock prices. Their stock prices are insane. I couldn't believe they were at $3,000 and we had opportunity to buy that when it was at 100, and I thought it was a high amount when they first came out. It's so dumb of me. Made that decision a couple of times. I recently was invested in some stock, in pot stocks, in True Leaf, and in MedMen, and in 2.5 months, I made $600 on a $1,000 investment. But I owed somebody some money, so I had to pull. Well, I pulled 1,200 of it out because I didn't want to pull my MedMen stock out, because that has the ability of turning into like 100 times what it is. Whereas True Leaf, had the ability in a very short period of time of doubling and maybe quadrupling in like a year. MedMen has the ability of doing like 100 times, well, like 25 times what it's actually valued at in like a year. It could totally do that. So I didn't want to pull the money out of MedMen, but I owed somebody some cash, so I liquidated that stock and sent that to him. If you're not in True Leaf yet and you're thinking about buying some stock, buy True Leaf stock. They crush it here in Florida. They have great business model. It's working. They have it's been a great trending stock. So I'm not like a stock guy. I just know a good business when I see one. And I know a good opportunity where I see one, and a get rich opportunity is MedMen, and a good investment opportunity is TrueLeave. MedMen is a gamble. TrueLeave is a good, solid investment, in my opinion, which has no validity to anybody who's actually an investor. Yeah, Amy, walking can suck, man. I really like riding bikes. I need to get an electric bike. That's the next step. The license is a step after that. That's about 5 grand. I'm thinking 5 grand and some time. Chuck P, what do you need? I need to get my stock from those returns. I didn't understand that. Oh, did I unplug my phone? I must be asking for it to die. Yeah, Uggbox, UGGBOX is the name of this. And the link, I got the, oh, there it is. I got the link on the screen now that I think about it. There's the link, ebay.com/STR/UGGBOX. So if you still wanted a link to the eBay store, that should get you there. Chuck P, I am actually using one of those outlets. It is one of the reasons I was able to do what I've been doing. It's not really a returns outlet. It's a liquidation center, and these things have been around in some form or fashion for a long time. Just the way that this place is doing it is unique, in that most liquidation centers like have a general price that MSRP and what they want, you know, a percentage of the MSRP. And that's how it used to be. This liquidation center is called Crazy Kaz Boys. It's been viral all over TikTok and stuff like that. And what they do is that everything is one price on Friday, and then consecutive days the price goes down all the way down to Wednesday. It's a quarter, 25 cents for anything in the door inside of there. Like these sound dampening panels, I paid 25 cents for, you know, 6 sound dampening panels. It's like 12 bucks or something like that. I paid a quarter for it. So that is a completely unique idea, and that they are in a classic retail location. Like they're in a big box store, but it's just a bunch of bins and it's all open air, and they have cameras and stuff like that. Being that everything is one price, and you go in there on a Friday and you can find a $100 massage pulse gun for $7 and it's brand new, that definitely changes the game on how people see this sort of thing. It is a Black Friday type of idea. It is a digging, treasure hunting, get it before somebody else gets it sort of deal. It hits the same centers in my brain when I'm digging, man. I tell you what, when I'm hunting and I'm trying to find stuff and I'm sticking stuff in my cart, like it is this same frantic feeling as when I'm on good color and it's coming out of the ground, and man, I'm not hungry and I'm not thirsty and I'm not tired. I'm just digging. Where are you at? Where are you at, Chuck? Yes, I do sell on Facebook, but only some things do I sell on Facebook. Uh, the You're in Ohio, yeah, center of the country. There should be better. You should have better access to this stuff than even I do. Yes, I'm in Florida. Uh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, in the center of the country, because of the way shipping goes, you probably have more access to this sort of stuff than I do. In this area, it's sort of there's like one place that does this sort of thing close to me. But the real money is not in going to places like that. Like that should be like a bonus. The real money is being able to buy truckloads that are proper, like proper unsearched truckloads of returns from Amazon. Like that's really what you want to get to. Pallets you can start a business off of. If it wasn't for this place, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now, because their business model allows me to grab stuff cheap enough that sometimes people miss $20 items. I got a $74 blanket there for on Dollar Day, and it was the day before Christmas, and I paid 50 cents for it, and I auctioned it off, and I got 74 bucks for that blanket, because nobody thought that it would be valuable. Um, there's this thing over here which I tried using the other day, and it is used, but I didn't know what it was. It was at $7 day just this last Friday, and everybody's passing by it, and I've dug a bunch, and I'm about to go and get in line, and the manager's like, "Hey man, you should grab that." I'm like, "What is it?" He's like, "I can't remember the name he told me, but he's like, it's like the one I bought, but the one I bought cost me $130. He's like, that thing has to be, worth some money. It's a knockoff or something." So it's called the Hip Hero. I look it up, and sure enough, it's auctioning right now on eBay, and it's like at 54 bucks. And that's at an auction used. It's auctioning like that. So stuff like that you just don't know about, that you can make money off of and make a good bit of money off of. If it wasn't for this place, like, I would totally be screwed right now. I don't think the thrift stores in this area are loaded enough with good stuff to really make money like you see on people's YouTube channels. When I go into the thrift stores here, especially like the Goodwills, it's like what they're doing at the Goodwill here is they're researching the price themselves on online, and then pricing it accordingly as to eBay. And nobody wants to go to the thrift store and pay an eBay price. Like, you want to be, you would think that it's going to be lower there because it was given to them, and they probably didn't have to pay shipping. Like. Angel says, have you looked into bulk? They have an inventory list of what is in the boxes that you buy, and they mail them to you, so no biking, walking anywhere. I haven't looked into bulk, Angel, but the problem with places like bulk is that I'm not going to find a $200 gun sight inside of a box that they ship me, because everything there is searched. Last Friday, not this, the Friday before last, my wife and my daughter showed up, and every now and then they go, and she found a Series 3 Apple Watch. Now, that's only going to sell online with a new band for like $150, $200, but she paid $7 for an Apple Watch. That $150, $200 Apple Watch is not going to come in the box from that place. It's going to be stuff that they've gone through, and they're going to figure, okay, you're going to pay 25% of MSRP, and we expect you to sell it for somewhere between 50 and 75% of MSRP. That way your customers are saving money. And so there's like an initial guaranteed divide. Whereas with what I'm doing right now, there's no guarantee, but the upswings can be way greater. Like, sometimes I buy an item that I'm going to get 500 times profit off of. It doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes I pick up really nice NBA shirts or college shirts, and I pick them up, 20 of them for 25 cents a piece, and I sell one for $10 plus shipping. Like, and these people are happy to pay $10 because usually that's $10 less than what the shirt sells for. So you see what I'm saying? Like, it's not that those other items might not help. It's that if I didn't have these big upswings, I wouldn't have the ability to build stock, and the margins being so great give me the ability to make a profit and build stock, which is the only reason I could do this right now. Chuck P says prices at Goodwill are crazy now. Yeah, it's especially the one in Destin. Like, and now Destin is a very ritzy neighbor. It has very ritzy people around it because of the beach. But I would go in there. Literally, this happened. We were in a Walmart and we had seen a shirt, and I had seen the price for a shirt, and it was a kid's shirt. And we were in a Goodwill, and I was looking at stuff for the Goodwill, and I saw the same shirt used at the Goodwill, and it was more expensive at the Goodwill than it was at the Walmart. Yeah, Angel. I don't know if maybe the place to be is like a Goodwill box center. There is one about 5 miles from me. I've thought about checking it out, but I don't want to ride up there without. I want to get an electric motor on my bike first. 5 miles is 10 miles round trip, and if I stack stuff on the back of the trailer, oh my God, it can be so difficult getting back sometimes. Uh, I don't want to. I don't want to strain myself out in a big long trip without having some sort of help. Um, but they have one of those places where like everything's weighed and it's just like going through. It's a liquidation center, but it's the Goodwill liquidation center. One of those places might be worth it, just because of how inexpensive everything is. It's sold by the pound instead of being sold by the item, and that can totally change the game. But I haven't actually been out here and looked at that yet. The other great thing, the one of the things everybody knows about, you want to look for, those estate sales. I mean, estate sales are the bread and butter of the reseller. The reseller. And hell, even for the Rockhound. I mean, I know there was a post like 3 years ago of a guy that had gotten a piece of quartz from an estate sale for $5. It had a big gold vein running through the damn thing. It was like a $10,000 rock that the dude had that he bought for $5 in an estate sale. So if you like to buy and sell and you got wheels, always look for estate sales. Thank you, Chuck. Margaret says, my hubby goes to Goodwill for jeans for work. Lately, they've been like $8 a pair. The antique markets are crappy now. Chuck P says, I don't drive either, says Angel. Margaret, you should let me know what size your husband wears. I run into all kinds of good stuff. Most of my stuff is in bins right now. But one of the other things you'll notice if you look on my, if you end up looking at my eBay store, is is coats. I have like really nice ladies coats. I have like a goose down $300 London fog coat that I have for sale on my in my Etsy store. Week before last, I ran into 4 different Carhartt coats. I bought 4 Carhartt coats, $7 a piece. So I only have this child's Carhartt coat left. It's the only Carhartt coat I have left is a kid's size. All the other ones are inside of these bins. I like to keep all the clothes. It's part of the reason I haven't listed this stuff too. I need to get more bins because once I list it, I need to be able to find it, because finding clothes can be the worst. Digging through boxes to find a box is one thing, but trying to find a piece of clothing, one piece of clothing, oh my God, it can be maddening. Yeah, definitely find out what he likes to wear, Margaret, because I run into all kinds of stuff, and I haven't been buying the jeans that are there, but I mean, Levi, Wrangler, like I've seen people walk out with like $400 pairs of shoes before and stuff like that. It really is crazy what goes through a liquidation center, because you never know what's going to be in there. Somebody got a Bissell steam cleaner for $5 yesterday, so you never know. Chuck says he's holding out on selling his parents' estate now. Good old antiques, but no one wants some of this stuff anymore. Oh man, that's the thing about eBay is there probably is somebody, but you have to find the right niche. Oh. If you can find your buyer, that's like, it's like that with anything though. I mean, to most people, our rocks are worthless. that fire agate over there, if I were to die and the landlord were to find me 3 months later in this place and they moved my body out and nobody claimed any of my stuff, he would throw all those rocks in the yard. He'd just throw them outside. He'd be like, ah, fuck this. I don't even want to pay to have them dumped. Like, you know, just throw them in the yard. Nobody, it's knowing what something's worth and it being valuable to one person, man. You just got to find that one person it's valuable to. That's the great thing about eBay and about Amazon. eBay used to be the biggest online website, but now Amazon is the biggest online website to the point to where most people are shopping on Amazon for the ease of use. That's simply the reason they go there. And now sometimes because of ease of use, some people will pay 4 times more on Amazon than will pay for it at other places. But hey, it's one click away. That's a good reason to sell there. Hey, Debbie, just Debbie. Thank you for stopping in to say hello. You got 14 inches of snow, but you live in Chicago. Nice. The Windy City is rolling in the snow. They usually are rolling in the snow this time of year, though. Sunny Gem says... Sunny Jim says rolls of 2021 pennies are selling for $30. That's probably true. Like, one of the worst cheers ever. It's just the pennies though, right? Oh, yeah, I don't know much about costume jewelry, man. That one, I know that stuff my mom was into that I don't know anything about it. I know that as a rockhound guy, if it's fake, I don't want it. Nick says, well, bruh, you need to hook me up. Well, bruh, I will as soon as I can. Chuck got 1 inch of snow, and Margaret got got a bunch of inches of snow. No problem, brud. If you go back and watch the beginning of the video, I'll have already made a statement to you about all that stuff. I'm just getting caught up, but I'll hook you up and hook that other dude up, no problem. I'm gonna cut some of this stuff on the wheels behind me and then ship them. But I've talked about all kinds of stuff, and to tell you the truth, this went on way longer than I thought it would. I thought I would make my excuses, make my apologies, play with the cats for a couple of minutes, and then say goodbye. But instead, we had a big, long conversation, and I really appreciate you guys for that. I will be back before Sunday. I will do a video before Sunday. I'm going to bust my butt to get my GoPro running with more than one battery so that when I have stuff going on, I can actually have it running, because every time I plug that thing in, man, it dies, and I've gotten a bunch of bullshit and never the good stuff, so... Oh yeah, Nick, I already talked about that earlier, man. I can't just hook you up with some tumbled stones when I don't have any tumbled stones, and tumbling fire agate takes fucking weeks, so that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna window you a couple of stones and send you some other stones, and you're gonna pay for the shipping, but all of these stones, if you mean like just tumbled to get the matrix off of them, most of the stones that's already been done with. Like most of the matrix is removed off of them. It's not like when they first came out of the mine anymore. I already did all that work. Most of that work. I still have plenty of stones that have some agate with matrix on them because it just didn't want to come off in the first or second tumble. But it's not like the stuff I sent you guys before, because that was my first time really truly digging deep at a fire agate mine, and man, I was so sun bleached out there and so emaciated that I didn't know what I was sending. I thought what I was sending I thought was better than it was. Yeah, it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, that's how I'm trying to say it. So, But that's going to be soon, man. No problem. I'll be contacting you and asking you for an address, or I'll be putting like a 1 cent post up for you to buy so the shipping will be cheaper on me. That's probably what's going to happen. Anyways, guys, I'm going to let you go. I thank y'all for being here. I'm surprised that I actually yapped with you guys for an hour. I'm really glad I did it. I was wondering if I was going to make it to being able to do it, and I have to keep making the commitment, because if I don't make the commitment, then I will find a reason not to, because there's always a reason fucking not to, man. Always is a reason not to. And sometimes I just have to put in some extra effort to get the things done that I want to get done, to be able to do just even this much. And that's what I was doing today. I've been running like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to get all of this stuff organized so that I can cut stones, shoot videos, sell shit online, and get multiple streams of income coming, and not just be begging you guys to be patrons. Because I tell you what, man, I love support. I love hearing from you guys, but I don't like feeling like a fucking beggar and like I'm only gonna make it because of that. You know what I'm saying? Like that part of past video series that I've done, I don't like that part. So I love you guys for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you soon, right around 7 p.m. my time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. on the West Coast, next Sunday live. I'm going to have a produced video before then, even if I got to shoot it on this damn phone, but I'm going to try and have some GoPro stuff going. That's what I want to do. I want to shoot from a GoPro on a chest and get what I'm doing, and be doing some vlogging in between, doing some other stuff with rocks. So we get the journey onto getting on the bus, onto meeting with some of you, and digging all kinds of stuff. So I love y'all for watching. Thanks for being here, everybody. Good night. I'm just looking at everybody saying good night to everybody. Bye, everybody.